Alright. Once again, we want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Baharakakadash, Shal Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle of great mercy to not do well. Salutation to the brothers all over the world. I'm preaching this truth, brother God, alongside my Abba, which is brother Amawan. Right? This is my Abba in flesh. Right? So it's a good thing to look at I have an Abba in the truth. So we can do this thing powerful. This will be a short, sweet video. The name of this video we call him Arise Israel, the light of the Lord is shining upon thee. You understand? And darkness will cover the whole earth. Isaiah 60, let's go.
What?
Start from this one, you can't.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 1. Arise.
What did the Lord say?
Arise.
What did the Lord say? Arise, means to rise up. Girl.
Shine.
What did the Lord say?
Shine.
The Lord say, arise Israel, shine. Start to shine with the glory of the Most High. For the time, now the only people could do that is those that are in the truth now. And not just in the truth now, those that are grounded in this truth here. The truth, being the truth is one, but being rooted and grounded in this thing is another thing. Read.
For thy light is come.
For thy what?
Thy light is come. And the glory of the Yahweh is risen.
And the glory of the Yahweh
is risen upon thee.
Right, so I'm going to get Ephesians 5 verse 8 and 4. Ephesians chapter 5. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 8. Right? Verse 8 to 14. Now you say what we had it. In the book of Ephesians chapter 5 verse 8 to 14. For ye was sometime in darkness. Now the Lord is saying here, for we was sometime in darkness. Yeah, back then we were in the world and we were sometime in darkness, maybe 2/3. So we were like 2/3 of the way until the Lord make us 1/3. And hopefully he make it up. Right? For ye was sometime in darkness, but now ye are light. Hear what he say now? He didn't say ye are in the light, ye are light. So what I'm saying to Israel is arise and shine. Shine, which is with this gospel. Shine before the whole world. He said, for ye was sometime in darkness, but now ye are light in the Lord. We are the lights in the Lord. When the whole world in darkness, and in the whole world in darkness, if you look in the world and you see some light shining, it's the elect. So the hopeful Israelites that wake up to the knowledge of the truth and shining. I ain't talking about those who come along it and then decide to do the whole thing. I'm talking about those who are actually rooted and grounded. Right? Walk as children of light. He said, walk as children of light. I'm going to get Luke 16:8. You keep what you had here. I'm going to get Luke 16:8. Luke 16. Luke 16 and the 8th verse. The Lord, Luke 16:8. He said, and the Lord commanded the unjust steward because he had done wisely. For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light. Right? I'm going to read it over again. Luke 16:8. And the Lord commended the unjust steward. Right? Because he had done wisely. For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the church. Because why? They got all the technology in front of them. They got all ethos technology. I had to put this on somehow. They can warm them.
Do it how you do it.
I'm going to take more soup.
Come on.
Yeah, let's Slovakia. 2 minutes here. Oh, I want to stretch it here. Right.
Yeah.
Because they got Esau's technology and his whole system backing them. So he say here, he say because he say for the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of the light. Why? Because we become, as Paul said, we become fools for Yahweh, for our Bashim Yahweh. But we know that the love of God endureth forever with us. But they watch us as fools because they say, you keep banging on this Lord and this power and this thing and you keep raining on. Why you just don't go ahead with the system, brother my God? Go ahead with the system. If you go ahead with the system, it will be smarter to do that. A man told me the other day he don't mind taking the mark of the beast because he had to live. But the Bible says why people are wise to do what? Evil. Yeah. That's what the wise to do. Evil. Yeah. Right? Verse 9. I say unto you, make to yourself friends of the mammons of unrighteousness, that when ye fail, they may receive you into everlasting inhabitations. Verse 10. He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much, and he that is unjust in least is also unjust in much. Verse 11. If therefore ye have not been faithful in the unrighteous mammons, who will commit to your first trust, who will commit to your trust the true riches? Who will commit that? Verse 12. And if ye have not been faithful in which is another man's, who shall give you that which is your own? So our people want to do evil. They rather trust in the wickedness of this world than to be faithful in the righteousness of the Lord. But the Lord says you're wicked, but you better stay faithful in your wickedness. Because the hour come when that has happened, when the Bible says when he that is holy remain holy, and he that is filthy remain filthy, he that is righteous will remain righteous, he that is unrighteous has remain unrighteous. This hour is upon us. That is what the Lord is actually saying here. So continue that where we live there? Isaiah 60. Good.
But behold, the darkness shall cover the earth.
For behold what?
The darkness shall cover the earth.
For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth. Go ahead.
And gross darkness upon the people.
But the Bible says gross darkness upon the people. So I'm going back into Ephesians 5. And gross darkness, the people, continue.
But the Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
Right, so his glory shall be seen. So I'm going to back into Ephesians 5 verse 8 to 14. He said, we were sometime in darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. Verse 9. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth. So if you're being righteous and faithful and true to this thing, then the Spirit of goodness, which is the Holy Spirit, is dwelling with you. But if you're not doing this thing wholeheartedly, and you have something else up your sleeve and you didn't want to do, what in the darkness eventually will come to light and your sins will find you out. Verse 10. Proving what is acceptable unto the Lord. So your life must be proving what is acceptable. You must be, when the world must be able to see you as a light, and your life must be proven acceptable before the Lord. Verse 11. And have no fellowship with unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. So the Lord say, have no fellowship with unfruitful workers of darkness, but rather reprove them. So when they come to Brother Nagad and say, Brother Nagad, X, Y, and Z, and I'm trusting the system, I rebuke them sharply. Because I know the system crashing. Babylon system, Babylon is a fallen system, so it's crashing. So I have no trust in the system, neither taking the mark of the beast, neither all what they want to promote. See, they promote, they want to form what they call a utopia, which is a spiritual tower of Babylon. And that in working with the Lord. Let me finish out verse 12. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
Yeah, true.
You understand? You don't say all what you say is a shame. When you say it's a shame, you need to say when what all the evil that they're doing in the secret. When it is a shame to even expose it to the world, because you will never believe that your government, your prime minister, your president, your preacher into that filth.
Yeah.
All the leaders that you look up to, the Bible says the leadership of Israel languish. Because they trust in the shadow of Egypt. Yeah. They trust in this wicked demonic world. Verse 13. But all things that are reproved, that are made manifest by the light, for whatsoever doeth make manifest is light. But all things are reproved, that are made manifest by the light. So when they go to John 3:19, let's get it, because that is spoke right here. See in John chapter 3 verse 19.
Yeah.
John chapter 3 verse 19. Salakia. And it read, G19, it read, he said, and this is the condemnation. He said, but I'm not you like to condemn. But the Bible said, this is the condemnation. But this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness. We see the thing is we're waiting for. Carnival. They're waiting for people. We need to say, well, bars and restaurants and everything opening back so we can all carnival and go back to how it was. Nobody not a heart of repentance, you know. Everybody waiting for carnival. When will this thing pass so we can go back to the wicked way? But the Lord said, the stench, your filth has reached into heaven. It has reached the nostril of the Lord, and the Lord said, enough is enough. I had enough. End is come. So it is John 3:19. He said, this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. Verse 20, for everyone that doeth evil hated the light. So when you get evil and wickedness, you won't like but on the God. You won't like what I seen. I will be like a dagger into your heart. You wish that you would take me and break me into pieces. Because you don't like this. Because you know you're evil. So evil, what fellowship is darkness with light? So I am saying to you who listening to the video, if you know you're wicked and you're evil and into all these filth that the Lord say into, you will like it. If you don't like it, turn off this video. Because it's just not for you. He said, for everyone that doeth evil hated the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in Yahweh. So when you come into this light, the Lord said, I ain't going to just watch and party, I will start to reproof you. I'm going to rebuke you, reproof you, mold you, shape you into the statue and image of Yahushua Mashiach. So that is it that continued. No, I'm not finished it off here. Salakia. Right? And verse 13. But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. The light is the gospel. For whatsoever doeth make manifest is light. Verse 14. Wherefore he said, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead. The dead represent coming out from the grave. Literally, no. Your grave is Christianity. Your grave is all that you're into, all the filth and wickedness that you into. That is your grave. That you dead into. You are dead. But when you come to the truth, which is a heritage according to Jeremiah 17:4, you get to realize, but wait a minute, I was dead to these things. But now the Lord gave me back the blessed sweet heritage. We are alive in Yahweh, Ba'Shema Mashiach Yahushua. Right? Yeah, so continue with his
verse. The third verse.
Yeah.
Isaiah 60 and
yeah,
verse 3.
Well,
and the Gentiles shall come to thy light.
What did God say about the Gentiles?
And the Gentiles shall come to thy light. And the king.
Hold on, the Gentiles shall come to thy light. The Gentiles talking about the Israelites who was scattered and didn't know themselves as Israelites. He's talking about no heathen Gentile. He's talking about the Gentile that was scattered and now know themselves as Israelites. They are who he's talking about. Read.
And the kings to the brightness, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising.
And the kings to the brightness of thy rising. Well,
lift up thine eye around about and see all they gather themselves together.
Hold on. Let me get Isaiah Salakia. Let me get Isaiah 45 verse 14. Isaiah 45 verse 14. Isaiah 45 and 14. Thus says the Lord, the labor of Egypt and the merchandise of Ethiopia and the Syrians, men of stature shall come over unto thee, and they shall be thine. But how they coming over to thee? In chains. Let me finish now. And they shall be thine. So if the Lord ever said that we're going to be brothers and sisters with these heathen, he said they're going to be thine, which means we're going to possess these nations, these heathens. Right? Unto thee, and they shall be thine. They shall come after thee in what? In chains. Folk come alone in chains, G-Man. In chains, Dr. James White. In chains. They shall come over and they shall fall down unto thee. They shall make supplication unto thee, saying, surely Yahweh is in thee, and there is none else. There is no power but him. So continue.
Yeah. And they gather themselves together.
Well,
they come to thee. Thy sons, thou shalt come from far, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side.
At thy side. So Isaiah 49 and 18. Isaiah 49. I'm going to back up all them scriptures. Isaiah 49 and 18. Let's go. Isaiah 49 and 18. Lift up thine eyes round about, and behold, all these gather themselves together, and come to thee. As I live, saith Yahweh, thou shalt surely clothe thee with them all as with an ornament, and bind them on thee as a bride doeth. Verse 19, for thy waste and thy desolate places and the land of thy destruction shall even now be too narrow by reason of the inhabitants, and they that swallow thee up shall be far away. Verse 20, the children which thou shalt have after thou have lost the other, they shall say again in thine head, the place is too far straight for me. Give praise to me that I will dwell. This is a very serious thing. I'm going to jump to verse 23. Kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down. The Lord has said we go fellowship with them and drink yan with them in the kingdom. He said they shall bow down to thee with their face towards the earth, and like all these wicked elites, Queen Elizabeth, Donald Trump, the elites, all these nations that didn't serve God and didn't give a damn about the Israelites, they shall lick the dust from our foot. Remember it?
Yes.
Verse 23, the kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face towards the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am Yahweh power, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. Who is there that wait for me? We, the elect. The house of Israel, actually the elect. Starting with the 1/3, the 144,000 men. We waiting for the Lord. After the rest of the niggers out there, they just want to be niggers with Esau, so they will die like niggers. Continue, Abba.
The fifth verse.
Right.
Then thou shalt see and flow together.
And flow what?
And flow together.
Then thou shalt see and flow together.
Thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be covered unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee.
The forces of the Gentiles shall what?
Come unto thee.
Hold on, Isaiah 23 and 18. Let me get that. Isaiah 23 and 18. Isaiah 23 and 18. Isaiah 23. Isaiah 23 and 18, and it reads, all praise to Yahweh Mashiach Yahweh Shai, and it reads, and her merchandise and her hire shall be holiness to the Lord. It shall not be treasured nor laid up, for the merchandise shall be for them that dwell before the Lord, to eat sufficiently, and for durable clothing, So all the things that the heathen possess, that the Lord said that it's fit for Israel, is going to bring back. Because if it's only fair, God, if this stole from us, then we got to take back what is us. Everything in this world belongs to the Israelites. Everything. So the Bible says like a just weight. You're going to false weight is an abomination of the Lord. So that, my friend, is a just weight. Continue there. Abba.
Yes. Alright. The sixth verse. The multitude of the camels shall cover thee. The dromedaries of the Medians, the ephah all day from Sheba shall come, and they shall bring gold and incense, and they shall show what the praises of your hour.
They shall what?
They shall show forth the praises of your hour.
Yeah, let me get Psalm 72 and 10. This is Psalm 72 and 10. The kings of Tarshish and of the isles shall bring presents. The king of Sheba and of Seba shall offer gift. Yea, all kings shall fall down before him. All nations shall serve him. All the nations going to serve him under rigor, under the authority of Yahweh, Baal Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai, the 144 and King David, Salakia, the 144,000 men, and the nation of Israel. And they're going to be like footstools to the nation of Israel. Verse 12, for he shall deliver the needy when he cried, and the poor, who is the needy? Israel, and the poor, who is the poor? The Israelites. Also, and him that had no helper. Who did have no helper? Us. We didn't have nobody to help us in the system, so we had no other choice but to put our faith back into the faith of our forefathers, which is the faith of the God of this Bible. Continue, Abba.
And all of the flocks.
Hold on, let me get, continue.
All the flocks of Kedar shall gather together unto thee. The rams of Nebaioth shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with acceptance on my altar, and I will glorify the house of my glory.
Yeah. Let's hold on. Yeah. He said, all the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee. The rams of Nebo shall minister unto thee. Those nice nations he's talking about, shall minister unto thee. they shall come up with acceptance unto my altar, and I will glorify my house, and I glorify the house of my glory. So all these nations will come and bow low before the God of Israel and the government of Israel. You understand? And they will serve the God of Israel under the feet of the Israelites. Thus says the Lord. Let me get and the proof. Let me get Isaiah 56 and 7. Isaiah 56 and 7. Even them will bring to my holy mountain, and make them joyful in my house, and make them joyful in my house of prayer. The burnt offerings, and the sacrifices shall be accepted upon my altar. Why the Lord says the sacrifices shall be acceptable? Because now under the authority of the children of Israel, they will be doing the right sacrifice. Not from Israel go back down to all the nations. When it comes to that, they will be doing the right sacrifice. They come like when we were in slavery before Esau, everything we did before Esau had to be according to his likeness. So now when they come under our rulership, everything that they're doing has to be under the likeness of the God of Israel.
Yes.
That's just how it's going to be. So I'm going to read verse 8. The Lord power which gathered the outcasts of Israel said, Ye will I gather others to him besides those that gather unto him. Right? Verse 9. All ye beasts. Now here the Lord called the nation beasts. He said, all ye beasts of the field come to devour, yea, all ye beasts in the forest. So what the Lord is saying is all these nations going to come and serve him and bow at his feet. Because remember Daniel said he beheld till the thrones were cast down. So every man lost his crown and his rulership, and the dominion, which is the dominion of the God of heaven, set up his kingdom, which shall be an everlasting, and this kingdom will have no end. And all nations will flow unto it and learn of the righteousness of the God of Israel and bow low. But they will be servants to the children of Israel. Because we were servants unto them. Verse 8. Verse 8, Daddy.
Yeah, alright. Verse 8. Who are these that fly as a cloud and as a dove to their windows?
Well, that question,
yeah.
He said, who are these that fly as a cloud and as a dove to their windows? Well,
surely the island shall wait for me, and the ship of Tarshish first to bring the sons from far, their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of our Israel, unto the Holy One of Israel, because he had glorified thee.
Write it on that. For he had glorified thee. I want to get Isaiah 2 and 16. Isaiah chapter 2 and 16. Isaiah 2 and 16. And upon all the ship of Tarshish, and upon all pleasant pictures, and upon the ship of Tarshish, and upon all pleasant pictures, verse 17. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low, and the Yahweh alone shall be exalted in that day. Verse 18. And the idols, which are the idols of the nation, he shall utterly abolish. Verse 19. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks, into the caves of the earth, for fear of the Lord. Why these nations want to fear? Because they know their time is up, and they know slavery is about to take them. For the glory of his majesty when he ariseth to shake the terrible earth. When they see those chariots coming and appear in the heavens, all nations going to be afraid. This is just warming up in the coronavirus. I don't even think it's just warming up. You have more wonders and signs to see.
Yeah.
You know, that other Christian movie was watching with his so-called Antichrist talking about the day of wonders. But these people have more wonders and signs to see. You start to see wonders and signs from your Abashim Yorashai yet. When you start to see wonders and signs, it's tears from your eyes will cry. I just thought that down.
Let me
I
want to bring this.
Sure, no problem.
Something about Ezekiel.
Oh, if you're bringing that, I want to take a long time. Right, no problem. Yeah. Continue. Then I don't want to make the videos long.
No.
Ezekiel is back here. Quite good. Ezekiel is back here. That's not, look Ezekiel.
Yeah, right. Only a little piece in Ezekiel.
Yeah.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, and verse 1.
Well,
moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord, the Yahweh of Israel, unto thee, the land of Israel, and the end is come upon the four corners of the earth.
Hear that, Israelites? And you Edens out there that is taking us with you too? The end, everything will come back to normal. The Bible says the end is come upon the four corners of the earth. So you cannot like Rowdy and Donald Trump and the leaders of the earth will get together and fix this earth. That mean you never had faith in the power of Israel. That means something. Hey, you would have feel it, read that.
Yeah. Verse 3.
Yeah.
Now is the end come upon thee, and I send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways.
From that. And I will judge thee according to thy ways. So I hope that this little video was edifying to you all, and the precept, I hope you all pick up the precept. And may the Lord continue to bless the house of Israel and go from strength to strength. The true believers, and to you fellow believers that laboring really sincere and true for this kingdom to be demolished, we give praises to the Most High Power for that. With that we say, Kal Halayam, La Halayam, Nama, Yahweh, Ba'ashir Mashiach, Yahweh Shai, Baharakah Kodash, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostle of great mercy and do well. To all the brothers all over the world that preaching this truth, we say Shalom, 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 Shalom. You know, we got next till the chariot fly, Shalom, brother.